Roddy Doyle, the author of the novel Smile, did a terrific job of displaying the two different personalities of Victor and Fitzpatrick. The most prominent theme in the novel is the loss of identity. Fitzpatrick's secondary school experiences led him to create a new identity because the reality was so horrific. My media piece is the outline of a human's body from the chest up. The events and aspects of both Fitzpatrick and Victor's childhoods provided the base of their lives and is why the images of their childhood is located on the chest of the outline. There's a split down the middle of the body to represent the two completely split personalities that Fitzpatrick had. The side with lots of color represents Victor's life and how he had a much more bright and well-experienced life, whereas the dark side represents the dark mentality of Fitzpatrick and his life experiences. On the chest of Victor's side, you're able to see a picture of a friendly priest. This image represents how the brothers of the Catholic school were displayed as a little too friendly towards Victor because they would flirt with him. Although this is a negative memory for Victor, Fitzpatrick created it in a much less severe manner than how it was in reality. Other images, such as a group of friends and a smiley face, represent how Victor's childhood created a positive base for his adulthood and entire life in general. On the right side of the poster, you can see the horrific experiences Fitzpatrick endured. You can see what is an evil priest in black and white. This lack of color makes it obvious that his childhood was rather dreadful and depressing. The priest looks malicious because he raped Fitzpatrick 17 times and caused permanent mental illness. There is another picture of a group of kids beating up a certain child. This represents how Fitzpatrick's experiences had negative impacts and caused mental illness, which led to the creation of his new identity. As you move up the body, the images represent the character's life after school. The picture of the couple represent the relationship that Victor was able to form due to having a pleasant childhood. On Fitzpatrick's side, you can see how his appalling childhood led him to have schizophrenia, making him incapable of having a job. The picture of the three people that look identical talking to one another displays how the miserable childhood experiences are directly linked to the cause of schizophrenia in young adults. Another image displays what seems to be a man drinking alcohol as color is dissipating from his body. This represents how Fitzpatrick's drinking problem caused him to lose desirable attributes, making it much more difficult for him to conform with society. There are three pictures of a man with a sign that says homeless, jobless, and lifeless. This perfectly exemplifies how the horrible base that the secondary school provided Fitzpatrick with ruined his life. He was unable to get a job or a house because of the schizophrenia that was caused from his school experiences. This ultimately made him incapable of interaction with others, and due to this, he would not be able to make payments on his apartment or house. The picture of the successful man and writer displays how Victor was able to have a successful career and could support himself because his childhood set a positive outlook on life. The image of the man leaning on the bottle and then sitting down as the bottle progressively gets emptier displays how alcohol helped Fitzpatrick cope with schizophrenia. Fitzpatrick would rely on alcohol to help his schizophrenia because it is scientifically proven that alcohol slows down the energy in your brain. The events that occurred in Victor's life made it easier for him to succeed, whereas Fitzpatrick's caused a miserable adulthood and life in general. This poster vividly displays how a childhood set the base for an individual for the rest of their lives, and how the childhood of Fitzpatrick's experiences caused him to lose his identity. Thank you so much for listening.